How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Atomic Mercury YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing an oil change on a Vauxhall Astra, Vauxhall Astra 57 reg. Let's get to it. Right, so the tools we're going to need to change the oil on this: the flat blade screwdriver, the Torx T45, 24mm socket, a knuckle, an extension bar, and a ratchet, jack handle, just slip over the ratchet. Right, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to crack this nut off here, the sump nut. And that's a Torx T45 bit that you need on there. You just let that drain into an oil pan, washing up bowl like what I'm using. Right, so what I'm going to do is just crack it off. I'm going to let the oil drain out the plug. Now, if you get it like what I've just got here, or it's a bit too tight to loosen, jack handle. Put it over the end, your ratchet. Don't put it too far out, just get it sort of in the middle of the ratchet. As you see, it's starting to undo now. So once you've done it with the jack handle for a bit, back to the ratchet. Just loosen it off until you feel it get to where you can just about undo it with your fingers. And that's about there now. That's right. There we go. So what you want to do, stand away from it, make sure the bowl's in the right place, and get ready. And there we go. And we'll just let that drain till it starts to get to a dribble. Right, so that's now down to a very fine dribble. I don't know whether you can see that on camera, but it's literally the finest dribble you can get. So unless you want to sit here for 3 years waiting for that to finish, I've just put the sump plug back in, because whatever's in the bottom of there, if it's no good to the car, it will just filter it out with the oil filter that you're going to pour in next. So just put the sump plug back in, move the bowl of oil out of the way, and we'll get the ratchet and just put that back in. And there we go. I'm going to take this oil filter off here. You need a 24mm socket, a knuckle so you can get in tight places, a long extension bar, and a ratchet. Put it in there. Make sure it's tight on that because it's plastic. Get this off and out of the way. Grab a paper towel, a rag, where you can get your hands on. Pull that out. Pull it out just like that. And that's your oil filter. Right, so now we've got a new filter. And just in the box here, we've got a new O-ring. That O-ring goes on here. You would need to pickle that out with a flat blade screwdriver, whatever you've got to pry it out with, and then replace that. Right, so get this O-ring off here. Just get your screwdriver, flat blade, throw it underneath, and just pop it off the top. And you grab your new one out of the box. You just stretch it over. Make sure it goes in. There's a blue, you can see there's a blue line just there. Just got to let it seat in that as it was before. That's that seated in there. Now before we put it back on the car, you just need to get a bit of your old oil, just dip your finger in and smear it around the edge of there. It's just to stop it pinching as it goes in the hole, stop it pinching the O-ring and causing any damage to it. I get the filter, pop that back in. We get it put it back in, thread it in, and then just tighten that back up as you took it out. And there you go, just give it a little, and that'll do. Right, so now what we're going to do is just fill the oil up, put fresh in it. Take the cap off, set it to the side. That the way. And what we've got here is some triple QX 5W30s. Just pop that in there, just stop you spilling it everywhere. Then these Z18XER engines take about 4.5 litres with a new filter in. So you've got 5 litres in this tub. So you basically just want to get down to about here. Boring. So what I do is I get down to about 4 litres. So about half a litre from where you need to be. You just take the dipstick out. Get a wipe. Put it back in and see where your level is. Which that's not even touching the bottom yet. Chuck some more in. Check it again. And you just see starting to get on the dipstick. That's about halfway up now. So if you take into account for the oil draining down to the bottom, I think if we dip that once more, that should be more or less at the top. Yeah, so you can see it's now at the top of the dipstick. So now what I advise you do is just take your funnel out, get your cap back on, and then you just want to run the car up for about 30 seconds just to make sure that all the oil is filled up in the filter, and then check the dipstick again. Right, so now it's run for a few seconds. Take your dipstick out, clean it off, put it back in, and then just check the levels, make sure, and that's still at the top, so we're all good on that one. And just put it back in, and that's the oil change done. Right guys, hope this has been a good guide to helping you do an oil change on your car. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.